Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning, Maggie.
She walks up to the wrong person. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Who's you?
So, who do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen today, sir? Yesterday's session didn't go so well and ended on a giant mystery.
That's true. We still haven't solved a single part of it yet. We're gonna show up in court with like a black eye and a busted lip.
Are you okay, Nick?
Huh? Yeah, of course.
I saw that little flash of doubt in your eyes.
No! I'm sorry, Maya. I have to.
I'm sorry.
She knows the doubt that I have. That wasn't doubt. That was determination.
Why don't I believe you?
Because you're mean.
It's nearly time, Maggie. You better get going to the defendant's seat. Roger, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you.
1, 2. Hey, pal. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Quit stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need that. How did you know she was stressed? I was watching through the, blinds.
Ooh.
I was watching through the doorway.
I was inside the room. I just had the blinds over me.
I was behind the plant.
Yes.
You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, will you, pal? Here, maybe this'll help.
Have you taken up aromatherapy too?
Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me that you don't remember this thing. It was inside of you. Come to think of it, that doesn't look like one of those aromatherapy bottles. This is the small bottle that turned up in Tribulations' kitchen a couple of days ago.
Wow, look at all these little bottles.
Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor.
Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the others.
Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either.
And doesn't taste anything like it. Oh, it doesn't smell.
Maya, you're not supposed to eat it. You got like a pinky in there.
Yeah. Ooh.
And that's how Maya got addicted to crack rock.
Yes.
This, kids, is crack.
It's crack.
Thank you, Pee Wee Herman. May we never forget your crack campaign.
Right.
Or what you did at that movie theater. Because only true legends live.
Yeah.
We finally got the analysis results back from the lab.
So, what is it? Is it the poison?
I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication.
Medication?
Yeah, for years, topical use only, apparently. For years? You mean? Yep, it's the medication Glenelg was using for his ruptured eardrum. What was Glenelg's ear medicine doing in the kitchen?
Small bottle, the victim's ear medicine found covered in unidentified fingerprints in the kitchen.
What about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that? Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle. Another hour and they might have gotten something on the prints, but... That's going to weaken its impact as a piece of evidence. And I already know, guess what? It's not going to weaken it, because fucking Godo's got the other part of it. I guarantee it. I guarantee we'll show the evidence, and he's going to be like, fingerprints. God damn you, Gumshoe. For once, do your job! Thank you for saving my life.
Oh, yes.
Okay, pal. This is it. Make sure your defense is impregnable.
Hot.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Today. Got it? Today's trial. Did somebody say impregnable? Judge, what are you doing out here?
Oh.
Nothing.
You don't know me in my younger days.
Right, bailiff?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done. My name isn't Phoenix Wright.
Hey, Sonny. Trials and Tribulations.
Don Tiger, I hereby sentence you not guilty.
No!
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Ready and waiting as always.
1 cup, down.
Your Honor.
Very good, 1 cup and counting. Then we'll get underway at once. Yesterday we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. He claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder into the victim's coffee. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of problems.
The mark on the rim of the cup shows that the victim drank with from it with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand.
Thank you, Mr. Godo. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yet the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear.
It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick? Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor. The world, you see, keeps turning, and we must turn with it.
I mean, we don't have to, because the world is turning, so we're therefore already turning. It's not like we can just stop turning.
And we turn with it.
You fool! Of a toque! You've lost me already, Mr. Godo.
Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today.
His goal, confuse the judge and win the case.
Only losers think like that. You've got to change with the times. That's one of my rules.
So I dress up like a 1930s bartender. Are you implying that you've resolved these contradictions? You know the answers to these riddles?
The old guy wasn't just throwing seed in here. He was throwing us off the scent. And today I'll prove it. With my motorbike. Meow meow.
Mr. Godo, please get that out of my courtroom.
Meow meow. Meow.
So Godo has a cat bike and somebody else has like a normal one?
Yeah.
Every time I rev my engine. Meow meow.
Yeah. Meow.
Very well. Let the first witness take the stand. Gumshoe? Nope.
And you are? Oh, bonjour, everyone. I am
disgusting.
Jean Armstrong, the owner and chef of Tribulations restaurant. Enchanté.
This guy tried to beat me up yesterday.
Nah, that was for your takeaway. Don't worry about that.
Forgive me for asking, witness, but are you a woman?
Oh la la, mon Dieu. As you can see, I am la pote and pesky gentleman, non?
Don't ever call yourself perky, I'll vomit.
On the day of the incident, you were in Trebion's kitchen. Isn't that right? With you, mon Dieu? Everything feels right. Huh.
Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy? Very well, your testimony, please, witness. Please tell the court what happened that day at Trebian.
Oui. Volunteers?
Volunteers?
Yeah, volunteers. Volunteers? But I said it in a French accent. Don't you dare fuck up, boys.
What you killed the feed?
Oh, no, we're good. When it all happened, there were 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with that, some new art deco that day. Like having a large mirror between the tables, for example. Oui, perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. Look up, let it appear in the glasses. He would have seen everything in reverse, no?
Mirror?
Oui, un grand mirror. La most enormous mirror. And suddenly, the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it.
That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to front. What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me. Judge, can I get my coffee first? Godo's right there. I'm sure he can spare a cup. And now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Oh, I'm pissing myself.
You keep focusing on that game. I'm going to punch you in the dick.
What all happened, there was just two customers in my restaurant.
I got him flustered now. And who were the two customers exactly?
Me, of course. The young man who died. And the other, not so young man.
You're referring to yesterday's witness, I presume. What about the other man Maggie says she saw at the table? Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence, so I'll have to make his existence known.
Yeah, but give us some time. We need some hard evidence first before we can bring him up, don't we?
But I've already figured out what I need to do.
What?
I gotta expose the fact that Tiger was there.
Yeah, but that's not this testimony. That's not what this testimony is about. It's like explaining why.
I don't care what this testimony is about. And Tiger was there.
Why Victor Kudo saw what he saw.
Nobody cares. He's an old man who throws seed.
Okay.
Bird seed.
It's pretty important.
Is it though?
We need to listen to every witness.
No, we don't. Edgeworth, Godo, give me any attorney we've gone against. They've proved we don't need every witness. Guess I'll just have to try a different approach for the time being.
I remember I was experimenting with some new art deco that day.
Yeah. Something broke. Got it. I know. You were experimenting with art deco. How come I never heard about that before today?
You are not familiar with the language of interior design, monsieur?
Please stay on topic. Now, why didn't you tell the court about this before?
But I did, just a few moments ago.
Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. This deco you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of doctorate? Decature? Donatello?
Decature?
D-list?
Doc Hop?
Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yes, I do.
I've abandoned my boy. Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
No. Art Deco. It is a style of design, Your Honor. He's talking about interior design. Walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing. Ah, yes, of course. That Deco.
I was trying to achieve a more effeminate look for my restaurant. I was playing the most bold remodeling of like decor. Like having a large mirror between the tables, for example.
How big of a mirror are we talking here?
Well, it's about 4 meters wide and about 2 meters high.
Let's see. 1 meter is about a yard. Holy glass in a frame, Batman! That's huge!
I was intending to install it on that ceiling eventually.
Ceiling? Is there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember.
May no, but I decided not to go through with it in the end.
What should I do? Should I ask him more about the mirror or not? I guess I'm leaving it alone.
Oops. My body. You should have pressed it.
Well, you know, I was gonna press it and
Well,
it's out of my hands.
I don't know about it. But, what the fuck is that controller there for?
Try to bring up my hand whenever you hit the button, because like,
yeah.
Not me.
Then what are you pressing it with?
My penis.
Okay.
Got really strong muscles. If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies.
But you didn't ask, Trite. You only have yourself to blame for such sloppy work.
You didn't ask!
No, I'm not complaining.
What?
The mirror was delivered to Trebion the day before the incident.
Really?
As Mr. Armstrong testified, he was carrying out some design changes.
Wait, hold on here. A mirror? Not multiple mirrors?
A mirror. Yeah, it's just one big mirror.
He said he had mirrors between each table.
No, he said a mirror between the tables.
He said multiple.
Nope. As it turns out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end.
This just doesn't add up. Even if a mirror was delivered to Trebion, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime.
If you want to doubt someone, trite, look in the mirror. I'm sure the person looking back at you would be dubious enough.
So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in the mirror.
Perhaps that's what the old man was looking at.
Normally I'd expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object.
Normally, how does normality come into this? That's lame, trite. What the fuck? Ah! The nuke! That's lame, trite. Even for you.
And we sit here and say, why was the need to do that? What does that do? Huh?
Are you trying to say that if something isn't normal, it is impossible? Is that it?
Oh, we're gonna go down.
Where does that leave the porcupine-headed lawyer and the top-notch chick over there? And the ungodly cool guy with the mask over here? Well, trite!
Ah, not my hair!
I did not have a top knot!
He just shit on everybody in the court except for himself.
Yeah.
Mr. Goto is correct.
Okay. I thought it was a tie game for a second. I would have shot all of you. Stood up. Boom boom.
Cartwheel.
Yeah.
Right up there.
The lack of normality is no basis for discontinuing in an argument.
Discounting.
Discontinuing.
Beyond logic has won the day. The cup, the earpiece, and the glasses would have seen them everything in reverse, no?
No.
What?
That's the earpiece.
The cup, the glasses, the earpiece. He would have seen everything in reverse, right? If he was looking at it through a mirror.
I mean, I don't believe so.
Why?
Because they're pushing really hard on that. That's what it would be. I'm gonna wait till we explain everything, and my brain will click with it.
Okay, okay.
Everything would have seen. He would have seen everything in reverse.
Hey, Nick, we should take a second and think about what old CD said in his testimony.
How did he phrase it again?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was in his left ear, without a doubt. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand. If he saw everything he described reflected in a mirror, then everything he said everything he said he saw on the left was actually on the right, huh?
That clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess. Or does it?
Huh.
It's kind of hard to believe everything's the fault of a mirror, but...
Do you think old CD saw everything through a reflection?
If he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony.
But that just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony. We just gotta dig deeper. Okay. So,
Dig deeper.
yeah, so the cup, the earpiece, and the glasses, he would have seen everything in reverse.
Through the shattered vase.
Through the... How reflective do you think this vase is?
It's a vase. It probably had flowers in it. What do flowers normally sit in? Water. What's water? A reflective material.
An ocean of water?
You could literally look at the ground and go, oh, the water, and then see a reflection.
Yeah, but on the side of the wall? No. Here's the cup right here. I mean, if he was seen in reverse, then...
The mouth wouldn't be on the right. The hand.
So he would be holding it with his right hand.
Yes.
Yeah, and what did Victor Kudo say?
It was his left?
Yeah, okay, so if he was looking at it through a mirror, it would be his right hand. That's correct. Okay. What was the next one? The earpiece.
That's not evidence.
Oh, yeah, yeah, the earpiece. You know, he had a ruptured eardrum on his left side. And he said that the earpiece was in his left side, so if he saw it through a mirror...
It'd be on his right.
It'll be on his right side, so that makes sense, right?
Show me a photo of him.
Of Glen Elk, you mean?
Yeah. It's on his left. I was saying where the photo, where it was on his face.
Oh, well, yeah. And it was on his left side on the day of the crime, yeah. So yeah, if he saw that, if he saw everything through a mirror, then where would it be?
But where he's sitting doesn't... Well, no, that's the view from the kitchen, not where he's sitting.
No, yeah. Don't worry about where he saw it from, just what he saw.
Okay, so he saw it on his left.
Yeah.
Came out on his right. Through a reflection. I'm overthinking this, guaranteed.
I gave you everything, essentially. I've been helping you a lot with this one.
Well, it just... that's not fully how reflections work.
Okay. Why?
Because it doesn't just reverse everything.
Yeah. Why does it not reverse everything?
It's a reflection.
He held the cup on his right with his right hand.
Yes.
He had the earpiece in his right ear.
Yeah.
And the visor is on his right eye.
Yeah.
So what's wrong about that?
It wouldn't switch any of it.
If you see it through a reflection, yes, it would. If all that stuff was on his left side, then it reflected goes to the right side. What are you doing? Oh my god!
But that it is on his left side.
There you go.
What? Trying to make it sound like it's something more than just going, it's just on its left side. Whenever I keep going, it's on his left side. Then you could just you could have just sat there and been like, yes, it's on his left side. That's the answer. Instead of making me think that me saying it's on his left side, what else is wrong?
Yes, I explicitly said, yeah, he's seen everything through a reflection. So yes, the coffee cup would make sense because he was actually holding it with his right hand because of the lip marks. Yes, he had his earpiece in his right ear because he had his left ear was ruptured, and that also means that the visor on his left side would be on his right side. So what's wrong with that? Because his visor is not on the right side, so it was not through a reflection.
Yeah, but I did say it was on his left side. I stated that before that it was on his left side, and you said, and?
Yeah. I said, what's wrong with that?
The answer is just, it's on his left side. And then I say, oh, the reflection doesn't work like that.
No, you just said the reflections don't work like that. Like the physics with reflections. You said nothing about how it was that some stuff was wrong. That like some of it was reflected and some of it was not. You didn't say anything about that.
Well, if I stand in front of a mirror with a cup, guess what? That cup is still in the same hand in the mirror.
No, it's
photo on it.
It's on your left. It's on your left. If you look at the mirror, it's on the left hand. That's how reflections work.
No, every time I have looked at a mirror with the right, it lines up perfectly with my body.
Yes, but if you're looking at the person, it's they're holding it with their left hand.
Oh, good luck. Just continue.
Okay.
Jesus.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is the reflection stuff. But
all of the argument started over the fact that I said this, and you made it seem like I was getting it wrong.
Well, you did not say it. I was explicitly looking for you.
Never. Just continue. Jesus. The coffee cup and the earpiece and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's
What's the reflection?
Shut the fuck up. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt.
So to summarize, we were told that both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw that as a reflection in a mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side.
Exactly. You see, monsieur, now that you think about it, it is not so hard, no?
Unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head?
Oh, look at that. I wasn't looking at anything.
Order! Order, Mr. Wright is correct! If the witness genuinely observed the victims reflected in the mirror, then we would expect the victim's eyepiece to have been over his right eye.
Oh, bitter. Right, you should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time.
Are we talking about your coffee or something completely different?
You don't understand the way the witness thinks.
How he thinks.
You remember this, I presume?
It's a haiku. About a broken vase.
Yes.
I broke the vase. Sorry, apology. Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony.
Exactly. Old man has one very grievous habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. Elg?
Clearly, it's the victim's eyepiece.
And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. Elg's HMD made a big impression on the old man.
And?
I saw the earpiece in those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh, yes, they were both on his left ear. Do you hear? His left ear!
And?
Huh. Well, Trite.
That's the worst but best impression of Kudo ever.
Wow, I really thought he was old CD for a minute there. Kudo's good.
Enough!
Man, that actor is so very good, man. It's
The actor's about to be dead in a second.
so sexy as well.
I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony.
Bad luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of the contradiction you just found was just a rash. The mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, to the court. We're all ears. Oui, I can explain. Please, if you will look at the plans of the restaurant. The mirror. Hello, is everyone sitting comfortably? La mirror, it was in the middle of the restaurant, dividing the two halves. There is only one seat from which you could have seen an image of the victim. That was the seat at the table next to the victim. That was where the old man was sitting. After the terrible incident occurred, I moved the mirror so it was not in the way. But naturally, I did not touch anything else. I think you got it. You did a little bit of
The mirror, the old guy wasn't sitting there.
Why?
Because he said he wasn't sitting there.
But maybe he was mistaken.
He wasn't. He was staring at women.
Yeah, but what proves that he wasn't sitting there?
Other than the photo of the kitchen from that area?
Yeah, other than, what the fuck is it? What is it? This?
He wouldn't have been able to see him.
No,
Oh, yeah, the mirror. Yeah.
because the mirror. Yeah.
Does the mirror change the fact that it went from his left to his right?
Yes, I'm telling you, that's how mirrors work. I don't know.
No, I'm saying we've already proven that he saw it on his left side. And it stayed on his left side. Because he saw it on the right.
Yeah, but go to saying that, oh, he just made a mistake because he knows that that Glen Elk wears it on his left side, so he just said it's on his left side when he actually saw it on his right side because he was looking through a reflection. He got Mandela effect eventually. Ah, what the fuck?
was also in his... Well, no, yeah, because he said he only saw the back of him. He was only looking at the back of her.
Yes.
So he only saw a little bit of him.
Yes.
And you can only do that from that other table.
Yeah. This has nothing to do with what he saw.
Is it the fact of where would the mirror go?
No. Just why was he not sitting there? You'll see. You'll see.
I see no problem with the explanation we have just heard. From the table next to the victims, Mr. Kudos could have seen the victim in the mirror.
What a naughty little coquette I am, confusing all the men like this. Don't worry about it. We can keep up, except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again.
No, I hate that guy.
You said you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that?
Volunteers? Of course.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please.
The mirror.
And we're going to find out more about the mirror in
The next episode.
so they can watch this episode of very soon across the Tribulations. Make sure you like, subscribe, which is
every day.
my leg is asleep. I am going to cut it off. Bye-bye.